All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Give honors to the apostles and others, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim, to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth out in faith and sincerity. I'm Brother Shema Allah from the great millstone Houston camp. And this lesson is going to be entitled, That the Man of the Earth May No More Oppress. See, and who is the oppressor of the earth? That shouldn't be hard to answer that. The so-called white man. Because who's in rulership of the earth? Let's get that. Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. Malachi 1:4. Esau is the border of wickedness. He covered the face of the judge thereof, is not wearing. Who is he? So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He was given rulership over the planet Earth by the Most High, just like he did past kings. You see, past rulerships, right? The Most High, he sets up kings, and he puts down kings. You see, so he set up Esau, Edom, to be the wicked ruler that he is. So everyone is looking for a time to where this man's gonna fall. Like, nobody is looking more or hoping more and praying more than the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because he has oppressed us more than any nation. He has taken our heritage from us. See, because all of these different nations, they got their gods that they worship. They got their heritage. Right, but who don't? The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Right, we coming back into that. We waking up, right, and we're standing upon our feet. It's like it says in Revelation the 11th chapter. It speaks about that in Ezekiel the 37th chapter. Because of this damn devil, right? He beat it out of us in slavery. He knew who we were. Right? He still knows who he is, but he's not letting our people know. And we are still being oppressed by this man. We are still catching hell from this man, right, in his system, with his grievous laws, you see, by him killing Jake in the streets, experimenting on him with the max, all type of shit, man. He does a lot, right? And we are waiting for him to go down. So this is Psalms 10:1. It said, why standest thou far off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? Right? It might seem like the Most High is hiding himself, or that the Most High ain't doing nothing, but he really is. Right? Because you got angels everywhere that you cannot see. And the angels are constantly working, constantly protecting, constantly working on the minds of these devils, right? To try to accomplish and to fulfill their plans, right? Just so that when he tries, the Most High can step in. The Most High is not going to let this man get away with all the things that he have done unto the children of Israel. He going to have to pay for that. The Most High is going to strike at the right time. As the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Right? So the wicked, we just established who that was, or who that is, do persecute the poor. It's just in his pride. This man got pride. He not sorry for what he has done. You see, he will never be sorry. He boasts about the things that he's done. He boasts about how much power he got. All right? They hate us. And it's been that way. Right? For a while. Since the beginning. See, from Jacob and Esau, even with Cain and Abel, right? But it says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Because they imagining some things against the Israelites. They come together and they have secret councils against Israel. They come together and they plan certain things. These different nations, right? They write certain laws, or they say, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And it's really towards Israel, to destroy us and to keep us down. to take us out the way. That the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts, right? Because it says in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, that his soul is not upright within him. So a soul that is not upright, or a wicked soul, will not think about the Most High. But the Most High that made him like that, made him be the wicked, made him be crooked. You see? Psalms 50 said he casted the word behind him. He ain't worried about the Most High. This man worried about himself. This man think he is God, or that he is the Most High. Because his ways are always grievous, like judgments are far above out of his sight. That's why his enemies, he puffed at them. So it says his judgments are above his sight. So he's not thinking about the laws. Like I just quoted Psalms 50. He ain't thinking about the laws. He got his own laws. He got his constitution, got the amendments, the Bill of Rights that he go by. But when they swear the president in and the vice president, they swearing in on the Bible. But they don't even care about that. They don't care about the Most High's word. If he did, the society wouldn't be how it is. Transgenders and homosexuals, right? Adulterers running free. You see, they say if somebody commit adultery, you just get a divorce and the woman gets everything, right? And the scriptures speak out against that, right? Because anything when you separate, your woman, she go away without nothing if you're going to divorce her, if you want to do that. And then another thing, if she commit adultery, for the price of adultery ain't separation, it's death. You see, separation of your spirit from your body. That's a separation that it's supposed to be. See, but it says, he has said in his heart, I shall never be moved, for I shall never be in adversity, right? They think they'll never be touched, but they got a thing coming, right? They got Yahweh shot to worry about. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. That's why you can't trust anything that this man says. Nothing. Right? Because he will speak peace. All right, but he ain't really for it. This is Psalms 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as to be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. You see? So he can make an agreement with you, and he has no problem of turning his back on you or going back on his word. That's this type of individual that he is, that whole race. They like that. They backstabbers. They don't give a damn. They'll make an agreement with you. It's like they did with Gad and Reuben. He seen that these people were nice people, our people, which are Israelites, and took advantage of that. So he'll make an agreement and make you try to hold up your end of the bargain, but he never planned to do his. So that's why when he say, "Oh, we want to do this for blacks and Native Americans, right, and Latinos, we want to get y'all the max, the job, right?" You ain't supposed to take that, because he planning on killing us. He planning on taking us out and decreasing the population. That's his plans. That's why the scriptures say we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, and this man is Satan, his physical counterpart. Right? It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You see, so it says that the words of his mouth was smoother than butter. So if you're not in the spirit, the Most High Spirit ain't dealing with you. He'll down there get your ass. He will get your ass in his lies. You got all people, they fully behind Joe Biden, thinking, yeah, Joe Biden, he gonna make America, a better place for us. Yeah, Joe Biden for us. They got rappers taking pictures with Joe Biden, and Jake fall for it. Man, he gonna show his horns. That's why it says in the book of Revelation 13 chapter that that the beast had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. You see? So It make it seem all good. It make it seem like they for you, right? But hey, sooner than later, he gonna show you who he is. Esau Edom don't change. Joe Biden ain't in rulership, man. Hey, them at least in rulership, and he gonna have to follow orders. He gonna have to show who he really is, because he don't give a damn about Jake, right? He gonna do it anyway because he want to do it. You know, this is all part of their plan. But it says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, but yet they were drawing swords. You see, so what he's saying and what he's thinking is different. He'll tell you something, but he thinking about how to kill your ass. He's thinking about how to overthrow you, how to destroy you. See, so you can't really focus on what he's saying, but look at his actions. It tells you that in Sirach 12 and 10 to never trust your enemy. And this is who we got ruling over us. This is who is oppressing us. This is why the men of the Lord and the elect, they want this man to cease, right? To stop oppressing, to stop ruling, even these other nations. It says, he sitteth in the lurking place of the villages, and in secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. See, he do this by his laws, like by them means they come up with. You see, by putting, like I said, experimenting on Jake. You got to come get this shot. You got to get that shot. Right? Or we're going to do this. But the thing that they be coming up with is really to hurt our community. Or our people, I should say. The Israelites. Everything that they do is set against us. Esau know who he is. He know that we got the birthright. He know that we got that blessing that we going to overcome. See, he still hate us to that day for that. So this man is heavily oppressing us. That's why you got our people, they got to have a Black Lives Matter movement. They got to go march, right? Because they want to be fucking equal. You see, why would you want to be equal with this man? By you even having to march and do all of this and that shows you that he don't give a damn about you, because you shouldn't even have to be doing none of that. You ain't got no Asians out here marching on some Asian lives matter or Chinese lives matter. They ain't got to do that. That damn show ain't. You got no white lives matter, right? Of course, you had people come out and doing that, saying all lives matter after the fact that our people try to go do that. But still, you had to go out and say that your lives matter, because he's showing you that you don't fucking matter, because you are oppressed. It says, he crouched and humbled himself that the poor ones may fall by his strong ones. See, so he come at you like he for you. He come at you like he your friend, like he want best for you. Right? He want to see you make it. He want to see you do good. He want to see you prosper in his land. Right? But he want to get your ass up out of here. He trying to send you back to the Most High. He trying to kill you. Right? Or if he don't, he trying to make you his slave forever. He trying to make you a puppet. You see? It says, he had said in his heart or his mind, the Most High had forgotten. He hid his face. He will never see it. So just like it says in the book of Psalms 50, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself, but I will set them in order in thy face. You know, roughly paraphrasing, right? Because he thought the Most High was with him, because the Most High ain't really just do nothing to him yet. The Most High ain't touch him. Right? But the Most High just planning everything out. The Most High, he got him. The victory is already written. Babylon's already going to be destroyed. Esau is already going to be in slavery under the Israelites. Right? There ain't no changing that. These things are written, and what's written has been coming to pass. You see, it was written that we were going to slavery. That happened, right? That we were going to come to a land that we didn't know, and know our fathers knew, and we were going to worship different idols and stuff. That happened. It said that we were going to forget our heritage. That happened. It said that we were going to be scattered out across the four corners of the earth. That happened. And it said that we were going to wake up in the same lands. And that happened. And shortly after that this place is going to be destroyed. That's coming next. Jump down to the verse 18. Says, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. You see? So we went in the Most High to judge this man so that he may no longer oppress us. Right? Even the other nations are waiting on that, because this man just don't even judge righteously. Because in the book of Habakkuk, what it is, 1 and 4 says, therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked do compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded. So wrong judgment proceeded because this man don't rule by the law, statutes, and commandments. The law, statutes, and commandments are perfect. It says that in the book of Psalms, the 19th chapter. The law is perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with the law, right? There is no fault with the law. But, hey, the law is slack and wrong judgment going out. You see, the earth is ran. It's not ran how it's supposed to be ran. It says that the whole earth is out of course. The whole earth is out of order, is what the scriptures say, right? And that the land is defiled by the inhabitants thereof. Because this man is completely out of control. This man he's greedy. Like it says in Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Need to keep it at home. So he and everybody lands trying to rule and regulate what the hell they got to do, giving them democracy. Or you got to set up a leader. You got to vote him in, right? I believe what they call it at first, they call it a monarchy. When only way you could be a king or in some type of a rulership or in power, that your son, you got to have a son up under you. They got to come up. Or he could be a son, or he can be a brother, or, whomever you give it to, got to be in that family line. It can't just be anybody. Ain't no voting in, right? It was all said and done. Hey, this going to be my heir next. After him, everybody already knew, right? You the prince. So sooner or later, you got to be the king. They don't got that no more, right? This is why it says in the book of Daniel that this beast, that fourth beast, was diverse from everybody, right? Because all these other kingdoms, they had that monarchy, right? But Rome did. They had the Senate and all of that. You had the Democrats and Republicans, and you had the Caesars. And you had all of that, right? They did it differently. You see? But it says you need to keep it at home. So this man is pushing his wine throughout his philosophy, the democracy throughout the whole planet of the earth. Right, and the nation's gonna get tired of that shit, man. You got these different nations, the women of these different nations twerking and shit. You see, they doing what the American woman would do. They doing what the black woman do. And they ain't loving that shit over there. You got transgenders all over there. Homosexuality, bro. Hey, these different nations, bro. If you a homosexual, bro, hey, they will fucking kill you. Especially them Hamites, they don't play that shit, right? But Esau, he's setting it up to where that should be allowed. This man is oppressing everybody, right? Let's go to Micah 2. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of the hand, right? So they in rulership, so they got the power. They are in their godlike form, so to speak, because they're in rulership. They got the whole planet Earth in their hands because the Most High is with them, right? To rule in wickedness, to rule right now. The Most High is allowing this man. That's why it says in the book of 1 Thessalonians or 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, that he who now let it will not let until he be taken out the way. The Most High gonna take him out. Because the wicked cannot rule forever. It ain't how the Most High said it to be. That the earth was created for Israel's sakes. This is, and they cover fields and they take them by violence, right? So if you got something that they want, they're gonna find a way to get it from you, right? They gonna try to say they over there treating their people wrong, right? Them people ain't over there being treated fairly. We got to go over there. We got to step in. Whole time, you got something over there that he won't. He don't give a fuck about the people over there. But he trying to come up with a plan. He covered in your land, so he got to come up with a reason to go up in there. Right? He going to broadcast on the news so the American people can be with him. It says, in houses, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Right? Think about the tribe of Gad and Reuben, the Native Americans and the Seminole Indians, the so-called Seminole Indians, the so-called Native Americans. All right, which were Israelites. Look how they did them. This whole land was theirs. You see, in Issachar, they was down here in the south. They took it away by violence. They slaughtered our people. You see? Bro, they did some horrific things onto our people to get this land. And they gonna have to pay. It says so that they oppress a man his house, even a man his heritage. And they're oppressing everybody's heritage. They oppress us more, right? Ain't nobody oppressed like the children of Israel, right? Because like I said, we didn't even know that we was the Israelites, and these motherfuckers knew the whole time, but they ain't tell us. But these different nations, they heritage and their traditions and the way that they were brought up, they are being basically was compromised, right? By Esau Edom. You got some people over there that's changing the way they dress. You know, they're being Americanized, and they ain't come up like that. You got some people that ain't with it, but Esau fucking their whole shit up though. That's why when this man go down, the earth, it said the earth gonna be at rest. It's Isaiah 14:4, it says, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon." Who is the king of Babylon? Esau Edom. He is the king of Babylon, the great, which is America. It says, "And say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased." He is the oppressor. Right? This is that golden city. This is that city that everybody wanted to come to for a chance, for opportunity to be whatever they wanted to be rich, to be superstars, to be movie stars, actors, and all of this shit, right? To make it. This is that golden city. It says, "Yahweh had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder." So he ruled the nations with a continual stroke and anger. This man, every day, bro, this dude, it says in Habakkuk 2 that he is greedy. And his desire is as hell and is as death. This man can never have enough. Hey, you got something good, he coming to take that shit from you. Right? It's his. You see, because they feel like they cannot be touched. Revelation 13 chapter, it says that who can make war with the beast? He sees the power in his military, so he's using that. You see? But hey, it's gonna come to a point in time to where hey, these different nations, they gonna shoot their missiles over here. It ain't gonna be nothing to talk about no more. All right? Because that he was basically the greatest. He got the greatest army, but hey, he had the nukes. But hey, everybody getting nukes. But it says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us. So the people gonna rejoice, even the trees, right? Bro, you're gonna have animals rejoicing. Bro, the earth, it said the earth is gonna be at rest. This dude is fucking up the earth. It says that she's the destroyer of the earth. You see, this man is destroying life. He's against life. He's against everything. He sees something that's natural. Oh, I can make something better than that. How can you do that? The Most High, once everything was created, man, he seen everything was good. It says that the Most High created the heavens and created the earth in wisdom. And you saying you got more wisdom than the Most High? Trying to make babies in the lab, trying to change people's body parts, you know, or all of this shit, bro. Hey, but he will be destroyed. The oppressor will cease. The oppressor will be taken out the way. And we all going to be able to live in peace. This man going to be in captivity. The other nation going to be in captivity as well, but we're going to rule righteously over them. We ain't going to be oppressing them like Esau Edom did all of us. Right? We're going to rule righteously, you know. They're going to serve their captivity. They're going to be able to go live and enjoy their lands. But they're going to have to try to keep our laws, though. All right, but, you know, with that, I hope brothers are edified. Shalom.